Students, today the topic is the structure of atom for the class 11th chemistry, and the topic we will discuss here is the developments leading to the Bohr's model. And first development we will study here the wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. So basically Neil Bohr utilizes some developments and it come up to the point of Bohr's model of atom. So the developments, there are majorly two developments that played a major role in the formulation of Bohr's model of atom. And what were these developments we will study here. First is the dual character of electromagnetic radiation. Dual character means the radiation have wave as well as particle like property. Wave and particle. So wave property as well as particle property. So the electromagnetic radiation, EMR, if I say electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic wave or the electromagnetic radiation, it has the wave nature as well as the particle nature. It is the first development that leads to the Bohr's model of atom. Fine. Second development is that we have come to know about the atomic spectra, and that atomic spectra which can be explained only on the basis of electronic energy levels in atoms. So that electronic energy levels जो है we will study later on, and electronic energy levels is basically the experimental result. So these two developments leads to the formulation of the Bohr's model of atom. First is electromagnetic radiation, that it has both the character wave as well as particle, and second is the atomic spectra. So these two development leads to the formulation of Bohr's model of atom. Fine. Today we will study here the electromagnetic wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. Wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. So it was the scientist James Maxwell. What he suggested, he said that an electrically charged particle, whenever a charged particle moves under an acceleration, तो alternating electrical and the magnetic fields are produced. So जब भी कोई electrically charged particle जो है accelerate होगा तो वो हमेशा electrical और magnetic field को produce करेगा and transmit करेगा, and these fields are transmitted in the form of basically waves. It is a wave. These fields are produced in the form of a wave, and these waves are known as the electromagnetic waves or EMW, electromagnetic radiations. Or so the light which we see, it is also in the form of radiation. Fine. And it basically Maxwell discussed about the simple properties of the electromagnetic radiation, and we will study the properties of electromagnetic radiation here. The first property of the electromagnetic radiation is that electromagnetic wave has both the field like the electric field and the magnetic field, and these fields are mutually perpendicular to each other. If I say this is the wave, a wave is traveling, the wave has it has the electric field as well as the magnetic field, and these fields are mutually perpendicular to each other. Fine. So electromagnetic wave will produce a field like electric field as well as the magnetic field, and these two fields will be perpendicular to each other, or both are perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of wave. The next property of electromagnetic wave is that sound waves or water waves, like fine, they require medium for traveling, but the electromagnetic waves, it do not require medium for traveling. So what they don't require, they do not require medium for ट्रैवलिंग. इसको ट्रैवल या प्रोपोगेट करने के लिए मीडियम की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इट कैन मूव इन वैक्यूम ऑल्सो, बट साउंड वेव्स एंड द वाटर वेव्स इट कैन नॉट मूव इन द वैक्यूम. सो third thing the Maxwell said about the EM waves, he said there are many types of electromagnetic waves. बहुत types हैं electromagnetic waves के. So and that types of electromagnetic waves constitute a electromagnetic spectrum. So if we combine all the regions of the electromagnetic waves, it will form an electromagnetic spectrum. Like some regions are, I'm mentioning the name of some regions of electromagnetic radiations, like radio frequency region, and other is the microwave region, these regions are basically of electromagnetic waves, and these regions differs in the frequency or the wavelength. This is the symbol of the frequency, it is the symbol of wavelength. Like other regions are like fine infrared region, UV region, and cosmic regions. All these regions, they vary in the terms of the frequency and the wavelength. Fine. Also there is a small portion that is known as the visible light. So this part is that part which our eyes can see. Fine. Special instruments are required to detect non-visible radiations like UV, X-ray, ultraviolet, X-rays, and the radio waves. Some instruments are required for that, but visible light we can see with the naked eyes. Fine. And some units are there. Some units we will use here, different kind of units to represent the electromagnetic radiation. That units are what? Basically for a wavelength, I'm writing here, for a wavelength we use the unit lambda. Fine. For frequency we will use the unit mu. This is the lambda, this is the mu, it is for the wavelength, and this is for the frequency. And all the electromagnetic waves, they basically travel with the same speed, which is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. This is known as the speed of light. This is speed of light. Fine. And the SI unit, if I ask SI unit of wavelength is what? It is the meter, and the frequency, it is the hertz. It is the hertz. Fine. So you must be knowing the formula, you must be knowing the relation of speed of light, frequency, and the lambda. It is what, or the wavelength, it is what C is equals to mu lambda. Your speed of light is equals to mu lambda. I'm writing here that C is equals to mu lambda. This is the relation of speed of light, frequency, and the lambda. So if I say this is the speed, this frequency is what? It is the reciprocal of time. And lambda is what? It is simple the distance. The speed is what? Distance upon time. This reciprocal of time is known as the mu frequency. So it comes from the simple formula that speed is equals to distance upon time. This lambda is the distance of, this lambda is the wavelength. It is the length of one wave. So in terms it is simply the distance. This is the lambda. This portion is known as the crust, and this portion is known as the trough. This is the maximum amplitude of a wave. And frequency, so what do you mean by the frequency? Means number of waves passing in 1 second. In 1 second, how many waves are passing? That is the frequency. Fine. And one more thing we will study here is the wave number, which is very important, because in some like spectroscopy, there is a process spectroscopy you will study in the higher classes. So there is one more unit, one more formula we use here is the wave number. Wave number is nothing, it is the mu bar, it is the reciprocal of the lambda, which is meter inverse. It is defined as the number of waves per unit length. This is the wave number. So these are the properties of electromagnetic radiation, which is given by the James Maxwell. In the next topic we will study the next development which lead to the formulation of Bohr model. Thank you.